Alright, it's turn 50. This is a big turn. There should be some very important battles. So let's see what happens. Didn't find any magic sites as usual. And I'm just gonna watch each fight one by one. So this is one of my raids. I'm guessing that's gonna be successful based on what I have and he has. Alright, and I think this is the big battle. Right, so it is a big battle, but I want to see his prophet is here. And it looks like he's got a heat from hell or a rigor mortis caster. I guess this one's going to be doing foul. This one's going to be doing foul vapors, and I guess this one. Well, he's only got 2 water, so he can't cast Group of Winter. I guess we'll find out. Alright, so what do we got? We got Hell, Rain, Twilight. So we both cast Hell. I wonder if he doesn't have any fire mages in here. I should overkill him in this Alright, so that's all my poison javelins. So yes, oh my guys got the larger, so they're very pumped up. Oh, they have cold weakness, so I guess he's trying to. This one just casting Falling Frost. That's interesting. So, right, so these ones are all flying now. They're all flying and attacking his back lines a little bit. I was hoping more of these other guys would be flying, but they decided not to. But yeah, these are super duper tough. I mean, they've got what have they got? They got quickness, physical resistance. They don't have cold resistance, that's the only thing. They've got very high protection, huge stats, mist form. So he's basically not going to kill them unless he, has some very strong magic. I think when I look at the report of this fight, it's going to be a very one-sided massacre. Oh, even my pan is attacked. Alright, because he's berserk. Alright, so oh yeah, so that was the total massacre. I'm gonna have to screenshot that and post that in the chat. Just talk shit a little bit. Be right back. Alright, let's that was maybe a little bit anticlimactic, but I did over prepare for it a little bit. Let's see how these other fights went. So he is counter-attacking here. Do I have any defense? Not really. Alright, I'm probably gonna lose this fight. Yeah, I'm gonna lose. Alright, so okay, next one. It's me attacking his caves. Oh, this is a little bit risky because I've got those. Can't underestimate Cenophalians. But I do have white centaurs here who can deal with them. Nice, so I wiped out that province. And another turn, oh, he's got 3 Horde of Skeletons casters. Well, oh, but I've got a guy to cast Hell. So we'll see how that goes. Right, so she just died because of my stupidity. But this should be an easy fight because these guys, too many centaurs. Alright, so I lost a centaur priestess, but yeah, that was a good trade. Killed 4 of his mages. And he's attacking me here with this army. I wasn't expecting the Tengus to be there. Hopefully he still casts Earthquake. As long as he casts Earthquake, I'll be fine. Oh no! Who's spellcasting? Demeter. Oh, this guy's still doing Earthquake. Come on, Earthquake. Oh yes, look at these damage numbers. But is it enough? I don't think it is. I don't think that it's enough to win. But a whole bunch of guys just died as well. I think all these guys are just gonna get completely wrecked. Unfortunately, my centaurs are not regenerating, but I think they're probably tanky enough to survive the arrows. It's a lot of fire elementals here as well, but it's a good thing that they're being blocked by, yeah, and those are big fire elementals as well, but they're being blocked. Right, so it's doing creeping dooms. The fire elementals are being blocked by all these archers, so that's good. This is gonna be, I'm not sure if I'm gonna win this, but if I do, it's gonna be extremely close. I think that my guys are gonna get killed by all these. Oh no! Can they kill the fire elementals? Very, very close fight. These guys might get in the back line and kill their mages because they're berserk. Right, okay, so I lost that fight, but I think that it was well worth the sacrifice for the damage that I did. Yeah, killed 100 of these. Holy crap. I didn't kill any of his mages, unfortunately. But my pans got away, and his army is like, basically there's nothing left of this army anymore. So just gonna check again what he has at the beginning of the fight. All these Tengus are dead, snakes are dead, all the orcs are dead. And how many where's his guy that was summoning all the fire elementals? Can't find him. He's over here. Did he cast living? Oh yeah, living fire. So he's using the level 7 spell. So if I cast another earthquake, I would have probably. But I didn't expect to fight this whole army, so. Well, I kind of did, but yeah, I think that overall I got a very good exchange there. He's gonna be looking at that, and his heart will sink. All right, another little thug and some guys to pad him with spells. And what have I got? I have a bunch of mages who are gonna just cast Frozen Heart. And this guy's got cold resistance, so I'm probably gonna lose this fight. In fact, I might even run away before. Yeah, they're just gonna run away. Well, yeah, that's okay, I guess. I don't think I'm gonna lose any of my, just that one Centaur Priestess. And he spent a bunch of gems. So, I'd say that's probably a good trade overall. Alright, let's see the next fight. Okay, so this is one of my little provinces without any defense. Another raid. Alright, so he's actually protecting this one, but is it enough? Oh, he's got living fire. Alright, so that's gonna wipe out my guys. Yep, living fire is pretty strong. But my guys run away. Right, and there's a big fight with Katis. Let's see how that went. This is another very big army. And he's using all his mages. Like in all these fights, he's being forced to use his mages to protect himself even from raiding. Unlike me, he doesn't have a huge reserve of guys just sitting around in the background. Researching. This is using everything. I think Katis is gonna probably get destroyed. Yeah, I think it's not going to go very well. I'll be surprised if his, infantry even gets into very much close combat. So I'm going to speed this up a bit. It looks like, I think Katis's guys died, the ones that cast those raining Grip of Winter. But, to Katis's credit, his guys did get into melee, but they just don't really do much, and they all die. Oh, these guys are running away. So, who won in the end? Well, they kind of both lost, I would say. Shiniyama probably lost a bit less. But it depends really on how much of his guys ran away. Yeah, so Katis lost another huge stack of guys. I'm not gonna post this in the chat because it's gonna annoy my frenemy Katis. Alright, let's see how this little raid went. So I think these guys were expecting to fight that army that attacked me on Pyrene. I'm not sure why gem use was triggered. That makes no sense at all. Why would they use gems against 1 PD? That's annoying. Alright, and there's a big stack of goblins here. I think I should be able to wipe that out quite easily with what I have. So he's got lots of goblins, and I have satyrs, crossbowmen, and some centaurs. Oh, looks like his commanders are... So all these commanders are gonna die, I think, and then all these goblins are just gonna run away. Let's see if I'm right. There's one more. Yep, and they all run away. Total goblin genocide. How many goblins died? Over 9,000. Post that as well. Right, and he stormed my fortress with some stuff. So what does this army have? This is his last army, and he's got the most mages in it. He's got his pretender in it, with lots of buffs and items, and looks like an all-in with his all his mages. He's doing rigor mortis. Do I have anybody here to... oh, he's triggering gem use anyway. So I'm gonna see what his army is scripting. Right, so he's just buffing his guys with resistances, moss body, rigor mortis, relief, and I guess he's gonna be doing some kind of earth buffs, and his pretender is pretty respectable for a thug, but I don't, his stats are really not much better than any of my centaurs, except, the difference being that he's got a lot more health and he regenerates quite fast. So 20% is nothing to snicker at. I guess he didn't script Firestorm because he didn't want to destroy his own army with it. Right, he still somehow kills 44 goblins. Oh, oh my god, another event with a lot of gold. It's almost like, it's almost as if I didn't take misfortune. Well, that was incredible turn. So he's got no army here now, and his whole flank over here has basically collapsed. I think, what should this army do now? I think that this army, I'm just gonna basically chase him. I could also... Yeah, I guess it just really depends on what he's gonna do. He might go here, he might go here, he might go back here. Just chasing him province to province is probably not the smartest thing to do, because I'm kind of letting him have the initiative and decide where and when we fight, which is not how to play if you want to win. But his income is basically destroyed. So he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he lost like a lot of income. And I don't think he's going to be able to recruit anything. I need to figure out where... So one thing that that's obvious is that when we have these little raids, I need to be prepared that he's gonna send a guy to who casts living fire, and if he does that, then I need to send a guy who casts howl. Howl will counter living fire, It'll counter it because there's going to be more wolves than the fire elementals can kill, and some of the wolves will attack the his mage at the back. So yeah, all right. So I think first things first, I need to start recruiting my sorcerers here. I'm not going to build a fort in this province because there's no point. It's going to be exactly the same as not having any fort. What I'm going to do instead is cost 3 red seconds on it. So I've started getting blood magic, so I can cost 3 red seconds from here. All right, and I'm gonna do some magic site searching. These guys with gems. Yeah, so I guess I should really figure out what I'm gonna do. I guess I'll get more thugs, because there's no such thing as too many. Especially now, I can give them all mass flight. So this whole army is gonna be flying at his guys at the back and just chopping everybody up. I'll find all my commanders that have... I thought I had more flesh eaters. Don't have enough, so I guess I need to have these 3 guys making some more. Oh, and it looks like my pretender teleported away. Well, that's irritating. So I guess there's no mass flight for me. However, I do have mass regen still, and I have all my other stuff. And I gotta send 8 gems to Relay. Right, and get some more. Okay, yeah, it's a bit of a bummer I don't have enough axes. That's kind of annoying because I've got lots of extra maces and no hammers, so I guess I'll just have to make a lot more. Since these guys, I've got all these extra hammers, I may as well use them even though it's just for blood slaves, because I'm not doing anything better with them. I guess I'll make more Castrionic lion pelts, because why not? And I should probably start massing troops around this area. So I'm gonna start producing pans all over here. And I really want to get some Glamour 2 Dryads. Alright, so these guys, they're going to be making me some armor. This guy will be making horned helmets. This guy's not going to do anything. Or... yeah, I'm kind of low on water gems. I guess instead of sending that, I can send Relay 16 pearls instead. Because he said I can send them either water gems or pearls, and I like to use my water gems to do some more magic site searching while right, more horned helmets. This guy. Do some more site searching. And I'm waiting. Oh yeah, so now it's a growth 4 province. It should eventually turn into a forest, and then I'll ford it. Alright, so now I have all my dudes here. And the question is, how much forces do I dedicate to attacking this province? I think I can probably send like you know, all these guys. Probably these guys as well. This guy's gonna have to go back to base. I think this guy's gonna go over here. To troll my opponent. I'm just gonna create a bunch of province defense there. Cast Howl, Reinvigoration, Creeping Doom. Right, and have a couple centaurs in there to kill some stuff as well. And I guess one that has items to kill any guys that are kind of big. Alright, so I should cost oh, he can't do quickness. That's annoying. Temper Flesh gives you fire resistance. So I guess that's okay, having he's limping, but that's okay. So send one guy back. He should go all the way back. Oh, this guy can come here. And he can cast quickness a couple times. Make sure he hits that big, the big earth centaur. And then just spam spells. This guy's gonna go all the way back. This guy is going to attack. Well, you see, the thing is that now he knows about. He's, you know, now that I've used Earthquake against him, he's probably gonna use it against me, because he definitely has the research for it, and he's gonna be thinking, oh, of course, Earthquake. Why didn't I use Earthquake? So I have to just be conscious of that. So I want these guys to cast their fire resistance after casting Blessing, just so all of my centaurs definitely get blessed. I guess I may as well attack with all these guys as well. And her. This guy can go back to base. Right, so this army didn't really use that many gems, but they did use some of their earth gems, so I need to re-equip them for that. And I guess I need to try and guess where he's gonna go. So I predict that, so this army, they can go over here. If I lose this fort, no, I really don't wanna, because this is a farmland, forest, and a river. So I really don't wanna lose this fort. But if I move here and he moves back, then I've just wasted a turn. So this is going to be one of those things where there's going to be a cat and mouse thing where I'm chasing him for quite a while, potentially until I, have two armies that are both capable of beating him. And maybe that's what I'll have to do. I wonder if I split this army, if they'll be able to beat him. And it's a bit of a toss-up. If I think so. Right, Harpy can go over here. This guy can attack this province. Okay. He might attack this fort, I guess, but that's probably the worst thing for him to do. So I can't really figure out. I think he's probably going to move back, because I think like going further in is basically suicide. Plus, these are forests, so I can jump from here to here. I'm pretty sure. So I think that I'm just gonna attack him back in his fort. If his army moves back, then I'm gonna catch him, and if it doesn't move back, then I can probably leave some forces to take this castle off him. So who did he have in this province? I can't remember. He had the skelly spammers. Alright, so these guys can probably defeat them unless he reinforces. Could also just hang out here, which I think is a good plan, and just build a bunch of province defense, because he's gonna attack this with something. And I can send another center over there. Right, and I think that these few minotaurs that I have will actually be useful now to as a counter against skeletons. And I guess there's no reason to, well, I guess I'm putting so many resources into this province, I may as well send a pan here just to troll him again, because if he sends multiple, because I just have the economy that I can just overwhelm him. So I think if I send a pan here, I stand my ground, he's going to He's gonna run into this with probably like a few units in these Ubers, and then I think they're gonna have a bad time. So I think I can basically put a pan in almost every province, just to. I don't need to build. C tiers anymore. Because I have plenty of gold. I'm gonna cancel this recruitment. Still gonna build centaurs here. Still gonna build them here. Still gonna build them over here, because these are kind of like forward positions that are very good for raiding. But yeah, I think if I just attack him, whichever way his army goes, because his orcs can only move one province at a time, this army can jump on top of, if he's on a fort, I can jump from here onto any other fort. So I think this is kind of like a checkmate position for him. So I'm just gonna let it happen, essentially. Right, and I want to keep an eye on what he has in his capital, because these guys might move back. How much stuff am I sending here? I don't have enough gems for another earthquake. But I guess I can cast Marble Army instead. And then just cast spells and chill out. So these guys should be at the back here. Get some blesses. He might just stand on his fort. I mean, it's not the worst move for him to make. To just stand on the fort and wait for buffs. I'll put the main ads at the front. So after Marble Warriors, they should. Oh, and I have this guy here as well. I forgot about that. So, yeah, it's very nice. So if I need to lab up these provinces and maybe cast some kind of spells here to get their growth up, because this is my access to astral and death mages, and air as well, because I'll be able to empower one of these and do some site searching here, or forge air 1 items as well. Right, so I think that Shinayama is basically collapsed, I would say. I don't think he has much more gas left after he lost those armies here and here. I mean, the goblins don't really mean much, but losing the army here was pretty catastrophic. And the 2 armies here and here. And, I mean, this army is still pretty good, but I don't think it's going to be enough to defeat what I have in one big clump. So I'm pretty confident about, fighting him with the army that I have here. I should have some white centaurs reinforcements on the way. Right, here they are. And they can jump right into that province, which is really nice. So there's an extra 40, replacing the 30-something that I lost this turn. I did lose a temple, though. which means my recruitment has gone down, but I'll build more temples here and here to compensate. These guys not very useful. Yeah, not a lot of useful mages, but these shamans definitely are useful. As yeah, astral and air on them is going to be really good, and also the death as well, because I can, you only need death 1 to do site searching, so I'm gonna find all the death gem sites that I have. In fact, maybe no, I think I would wait to take Pyrene before I start building infrastructure here. Alright, so that's the turn. It was a really good one for me.